So, me being on a continuous quest for better health, I decided to call because I really have been searching for the last 20 years, and I am in better health now than I was 20 years ago, but I still have lots of issues. So, we were very interested in this, and so I came for a couple of sessions, and that's sort of how it all started. And I remember you walking past once and saying, "What are you here for anyway?" And, well, you know, digestive issues, etc. And so we started chatting, and that was how it started.
So I suggested the NAET.
Right.
And what did you think about how that process?
Well, I was very open to it because I have been involved in a lot of different alternative medicine philosophies and procedures over the years, and I was familiar with muscle testing, so although I hadn't heard of it before, I mean, it made sense, and, you know, of course you were good about explaining it, and I read up on everything I could, and I was quite surprised at, I was fully expecting to have a lot of allergies to food, but I was quite surprised at how many things I was allergic to, and how many things are still continuing to sort of come up as time goes on. It's kind of feel like an onion being peeled away, I guess. And I'm not sure if that's the right description and how it actually works, but that's how I feel. I feel like we peel off the top layers and then we find all these things underneath. So
That's true. It's also the way you're functioning now is so much better than before because you've had a lot of clearings and you're healthier and you're more aware of so many foods that you thought were good.
mm-hmm.
And well, just some things with structurally, you didn't even realize that allergies could affect your bones and your muscles and how you know, your spine and your feet.
Well, and that was completely unexpected that you could help with that. I mean, I realize your digestive system affects, in a good way, you know, when it's working, affects the rest of your body, but for you to actually be able to fix a physical problem directly is amazing.
It is amazing, yeah. So yeah, the antigens help your neck and your back and just so many, you can be allergic to something and have back pain. It can cause back pain, foot pain, and people don't realize. They think an allergy is a rash or a runny nose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I had achieved some, you know, some success, I guess, in just being gluten-free for many years. But obviously it wasn't fixing the whole problem. You know, so where do you go from there? And that's what I was looking for. I had been going to another alternative practitioner, and he utilized muscle testing and a lot of the foot baths and, you know, a lot of different things, but he kept me, I would say he kept me going for several years, but he didn't fix the problem. And that is what the difference is, as far as I'm concerned. That, you know, we are having success in fixing the problem. So.
And not through just taking a bunch of herbs or vitamins. You're fixing the problem so you don't need to take supplements.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And obviously I've been so pleased with the whole process that when my grandson was having problems with depression and lack of focus and acne that he'd had for years and unable to get rid of, his mother and I had often felt like part of it was diet, and he probably had an allergy to wheat, among other things. So just recently I have brought him here for, well, it's been about 2 months, been under very intense clearings. When he came, he had been overtreated medically with a couple of different, prescription medications, not illegal drugs, but all prescription, but over-medicated, mismanaged. He was ill. He was depressed, brain fog, unable to concentrate on anything. He was really needing help, and it's been slow. It wasn't immediate. It was a process, and it is a process. But he was able to get off all the medications and is feeling better physically. We still have some work to do, but I think one of the things that has been so good about your whole office is that you surround yourself with professionals who can assist with not only with the detox, but with counseling and other disciplines, both emotionally and physically, to help the patient. So it's all such a good holistic approach that I think it's what, in addition to your care, helps make it successful.
Well, it is blending Eastern and Western medicine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing is that you have such a vast, obviously you have educated yourself in so many different disciplines over the years. Not only your knowledge of nutrition and physiotherapy and, as you say, a blend of the Eastern and Western, but the other things, the light bed and the Reiki, the counseling, that you come with such a broad base of knowledge that most practitioners don't have. So I think that's the other thing that, aside from the fact that you truly care. So,
thank you. It's like all the puzzle pieces coming together.
Exactly, and I am kind of convinced that you're well, I'm not sure exactly what you're kind of like a little witch doctor, I think, is what it is. Yeah, I think there's a lot of innate ability to sort of see through, to get to the problem very quickly. So.
Yeah, which is